Microphone check. I should put my headphones on, but I think I'll be okay. Well, we'll see what happens because I'm just gonna leave it like this. So this is just kind of shooting this shit. Right now it's 8:50. I should be in bed by 9, but I'll let this run till I run out of stuff to talk about. So let's see. It's November 11th. It's almost December. Time seems to be flying, but I try to take it one day at a time because what I end up doing is, oh, I can't wait till some distant date, and then all this stuff happens. So I just be one day at a time doing little projects here and there. It's cold, but this jacket I got on, this is like vintage. I bought it when I was in high school, South Pole. So it's about 21 years old, give or take. And I be telling my students, you know how, because it got holes in it now, like it's falling apart. And they'd be like, Sensei, like, you know how old this jacket is? It's older than you, because it is. But it's mad warm. I've been, as I said, I'm ranting and rambling about nothing in particular. All right, I guess the biggest things would be, mm, I got something planned. Well, I just got something. It should be coming pretty soon, and you will know it because you will see the difference. I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna do a lot of beta testing before I upload. What? I'll just leave it at that. But that's gonna be cool. Um, and I also, well, there's a whole lot of stuff, a lot of tech stuff. I'm getting to do some tech stuff, so it's exciting. But I won't. You'll see it when you see it. We'll go from there. Um, Yesterday I found out that YouTube, my other channel, they took they how do they put it? They said, "Dear Messi Pro One, after reviewing your channel, your videos, we are demonetizing your channel." They didn't say it that way. I'm like, huh? I read that at like 12:30. I was up late, or whatever. So then I sent. They have this thing where you can chat to someone if you're a partner. So I'm sitting there talking. I don't know if it's a bot or a human. It seems like a human, a very sophisticated bot. And they're like, well, you can read this. I already read that. All that stuff does not apply to me. Because, my channel is, I'm rapping and stuff. And they're just like, you're recycling content. Like reaction videos and they're taking a bunch of videos you like. And I don't do that on my channel. But anyway, but at the same time, while that was happening, a part of me was like, okay, good. This is a good thing. You probably say, how can that be good? They just took away your income. Yeah. But truthfully, I wasn't making anything from it. I was making some pennies, and after a while, those pennies add up, and then I can get some dollars. But I'm worth more than pennies, and that's what I was. That is what was going through my mind the whole time. Like, I'm worth more than what they're offering. Plus, I'm walking on eggshells. Should I post this kind of video? Should I use this kind of music? Now I'm free. Now, of course, they're gonna review it, and if they like, we made my bad, we made a mistake, and then we're back to there. But it got me thinking. Like it is time for me to branch out from, because basically what it was is it's comfortable. I get into this comfortable mode. Like right now, I'm working at my jobs teaching English, and the paycheck is gonna come. I just got to give up my blood, soul, and my time. So I've been doing a little experiment this month. I put myself in I took the safety net, like if you could think of like a trapeze artist. So I removed the safety net. So if I fall, it's gonna hurt. I might break a bone or something. And you say, why did you do that? Because, well, I do these experiments from time to time. and I need to, if anything that I'm invested in is gonna work, I need to be all in, or I need to make it work. Because having that safety net for me kind of, it's okay if it doesn't work out because I still get my nice paycheck coming at the end of the month. But I don't, yeah. So, as I said, I removed my safety net. So now when I wake up, I think, okay, what can I do today that is going to prevent me from crashing and burning? Now, I don't recommend this. This is similar to people who just get on a plane, come to Japan without a backup plan or plan B. And it's just like, now I did that when I came here, but after, I'm working, I got my jobs, I'm not in that mindset. But I put myself in this mindset just to see how I would react. And so far, I can't say it's a great feeling, but I still have this strong belief that it's going, I keep coming up with new ideas. So if you're watching any of my channels, you can see the things I'm doing. But yeah, that's that. Let's see what else. What else? I think I'm cursed. Um, I don't know what it is. I think I'm cursed. Um, I don't know what it is. I just think I'm cursed. I think it's like Groundhog Day. You just keep going in circles, repeating the same thing over and over again. This is included in what I was just talking about, but it's also small. Like someone says to me, "Hey Matthew, are we going to go to the pumpkin party?" And I would say, "I guess. I don't know. Are we?" Like they're asking me, how would I know? If we said we're doing it, then I guess we're doing it. But if you're asking me, does it mean that you changed your mind? So should I? Like that's where my mind goes. And then they're like, and then they always say, "Did you hear the question?" This always happens. People ask me a question, and I'm thinking of all the possible outcomes of just phew, like my mind is doing like quadruple flip. But then the face is just staring at them, and they're like, "Are you there? Are you there?" Which, I mean, I'll give you a. I'll try to make this more understandable, right? So the other day, a while ago, um, my company wanted me to come to the office to talk about some stuff. I don't like going to the office, and I got stuff to do. But they're like, we really need you to come to the office now, like this week. So I'm like thinking, okay, and then, hello, are you there? Are you there? I'm like, I'm thinking. Can I think? So then he's like, okay, okay. So then I'm like, what are we gonna talk about when I get to the office? Like, do you have a plan? He's like, what do you mean? I mean, if you have a plan, can you send it to me in an email so I could review it on the way to the office? He's like, why would we send you an email? We're just gonna talk about something. I'm like, what are you gonna talk about? In this conversation we're having, like, I'm a crazy person. So, long story longer, the trains were stopped because that happens sometimes in Japan, right? When I got to the station, there was a bunch of fire trucks and a lot of people looking confused, and all the signboards were blinking. So it means something happened. It means I'm not going to be able to get on that train anytime soon. So I take a picture of the fire trucks. I put in the email subject. I said there's an accident at the train station. I named my station. There's an accident at a station. Here's a picture of what's going on, and I don't think I'm going to make it. So then I get a phone call back. Hey, what's going on? So here's me thinking again. Did you not see the email I sent? I put the picture, I put the station, I put all the information that you needed to check it yourself. So then the person's like, so what's your station name? Like, it was the first thing in the title. What seems to be the problem? I wrote what. So this, but I was way. I wanted to make this video, but if I made it when it happened, it would be more vitriol. It would be more like, what the fuck? But now it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Let me put this in here too. Just throw it right in the middle. It won't be in the title because that's just how my channel is. But the other day, right? The other day, I was I went across the street to get some lunch. All right. I went to the ATM to get some money to get some lunch. I come out of 7-Eleven and I see that the light is turning, it's flashing green going to red. So then I run to go across the street to get the light. I get on the other side, and then you said, "Why is he here?" Because I needed an example. So someone comes up to me like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And I look back, and I see this funny, goofy-looking guy. He's all like nervous and shit, and I'm like, I'm good. And I just left work, and I'm going back to work. My work is across the street from 7-Eleven, right? So I'm going over there. He stops me, and he's like, "Can I talk to you?" I'm like, "I don't want to talk to no weird people." So then I turn around, and then he goes in his wallet, and he's like, boom. He flashes his badge. This mother, this man was an undercover cop. Now I don't know if that's true because I've never heard of anyone being stopped by undercover cops. Usually they're in their uniforms. So now I'm like, is it a joke? Is it serious? Did I do something? Of course, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. All I did was, is it illegal for me to use the ATM to get lunch? So then he's like, "So what are you doing?" I was like, "I went to 7-Eleven to get lunch." He said, "But you used the ATM." Yes, I used the ATM. Now, all this is in Japanese. And I'm just like thinking, man, if I wasn't in front of my school, he would get a talking to? Because that's what us foreigners do out here in Japan. After a while, it's just like, come on, man, you stopping us again? We didn't do anything. Or some might have done something. I didn't do anything. So then he's like, "Can I see your ID?" So I already had it. I already was reaching to get my ID, and bam, I hand him the ID. He looks at it. He's like, "So what do you do for work?" I said, "It's written in kanji. It's right there." It says instructor. He's like, you work there. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now he didn't get the sarcasm that was dripping from my lips. So I'm like, "So is it illegal for me to use the 7-Eleven?" And he's like, but he didn't know what I was talking about. And then I go off to work. But yeah, that happened, no, 2 months ago. And I want to make the video, but again, so with me, a lot of the things I talk about are after the fact, so I can, for the most part, be objective about it. If I'm talking about it while it happens, I'm just in the moment, and it's a different kind of thing. That's why my channel and my positive attitude is this way, because I just try not to jump on here when I'm not in the right mind. Yeah. But that happened. What else? What else? Uh this happened too. All right. So the other day, nah, I'll save that for another day. If I got all these stories all day, just as I said, I think I'm cursed. I think I'm cursed, man. Um, I'm reading a new book, a new audiobook. It's Thelonious Monk. I got there from Herbie Hancock talking about Miles Davis. Miles Davis talking about Thelonious, and bam, that's what I'm reading now. 25-hour audiobook, but I love it. Like it's the reason it's like 25 hours is because like it's the whole anthology of not not just Thelonious, but Thelonious's great great grandfather, slave trade, the Roaring Twenties. Like it's given history, and I like it because one, it talks about how racist America always was, like in the 20s, Jim Crow and all that shit. Like there was a time when little black boys and little black girls couldn't hold hands with little white girls. Like this was a reality. Like and like, but it's relative. Like everything is relative. So we live in a time where it's just different, and I'm just gonna spin off. So like I be talking to different musicians about different things, right? And we got the piano player like do, 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 do. And I'd be like, yeah, I sample. And they'd be like, you sample? Well, actually, they would never say that to me, but they might say, there's people out there who can't play the piano, and they be all. I don't know why they talk that way, but that's how they talk. They can't play the piano, and they sample and they use loops. I don't think they're really musicians. Again, I don't know why I'm talking that way, but that's the voice I see in my head or hear in my head. And I'm like, listen, some people play the piano, some people sample the piano. Music is music at the end of the day. And then we get into this heated uh, debate. But this could be anything. It could be a debate about cameras. Those people who've been using the video cameras, they're not real. I use film. Well, good for you. I hope that works out for you. But I'm not touching film. Not now. Maybe one day I might. I'm curious about it, but right now I'm gonna stick. And right now I'm not even using my DSLR. It just sits on a stand looking pretty. My main camera right now I'm using my iPhone, and the only reason I want to upgrade is because the video is gonna look better. I'm not pulling out no freaking DSLR to make this video. I have to put on a stand, and the file's like 8 billion gigabytes, and then I gotta. Nah, I'm not doing that. But if when I'm keep this short. All right, so what else? What else? Let's see. I was ranting about that. So yeah, cursed. Maybe that's what I'm gonna put on the title. I'm cursed. I don't know. I just think this way. So I'm reading or listening to the audiobook of Thelonious Monk, and I just love it. I it didn't really. Right now, it's still Baby Monk. They're talking about how he was playing the piano, and I jumped on YouTube to watch some videos because that's what I like to do now too. Like I'll read about them, and then I listen to the music they make to see if it touches me. Herbie Hancock, his music didn't really. I mean, I didn't listen to everything, but when I played the songs I played, I wasn't like it's good, like it's amazing. But it wasn't like I don't know. I can't explain the feeling. Then when I was listening to Miles Davis, I mean, I like his demeanor. Like he'd be up in there in his head. Like that's just cool, but the music isn't something that I would be because I'm from like I need something. I need a anyway. But when I listen to Thelonious Monk, his music, and I think it might be because his character is similar to mine. Like he's just that kind of. So that music and the way he plays it and the way he does. Like I was gonna wash the dishes, so I just put on YouTube. I was gonna listen to it as I washed the dishes, but I sat there and just watched it for 6 minutes, just standing there, like that. Like that's the kind of, and I might even. Well, let me see where the book goes because I'm only in like the first hour. We'll see where the book goes. But this might change a lot of. Well, every book I read, it changes my perception of things. Because how would I know? I spend a lot of time by myself, working, sleeping, making music. I'm in my own little bubble. So when I read these books, it's like a window outside of my bubble, and and it gives me some insight about what other musicians are doing or did. So yeah. So that's that. Uh, I jumped on Fiverr, the little site to do random things, and I got a gig. So I posted a gig about freestyling in Japan. I'll put the link down there, or maybe I won't. I don't know. If you see a link, click it. If not, it is. But I put a link on there. So I'll freestyle whatever in Japan, and no one really looked at it. No one really clicked it. Then the other day I got this email and said, "Hey, we're a German company and we need someone to do some research for us in Japan. Would you be interested? You can name your price." I name my price. Well, I don't know. How much is this worth? So I'm like, all right, well, why don't you tell me what your budget is and then we'll go from there. So I usually do all these things. I do all my emails right before I go to bed. So when I wake up, it's like Christmas. Okay. But usually there's really nothing there. Like when I posted, all right, I'm doing an online course, and I go to bed and I wake up, man, I'm gonna have 20 classes, 20 students, nothing. It hurts, but this is reality. I gotta figure out my marketing and all that good shit. But anyway, so this company out in Germany is like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I woke up and like, you tell us what you want us to pay. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to scare them off, and I don't, okay, how about $50? Like, okay. Now probably they're probably, I'm doing research in Japan. That's probably big money, but $50. And I did the task. It was supposed to be 3 parts. So do this part, do this part. So each part has their own price. Each part gets a little harder. It was a little bit sketchy, but it's through Fiverr, so I'm kind of protected through the layers of their little platform. So I did the first part, and I was like, okay, I'm getting $50, but it's 19 days for it to clear in Fiverr. That is some bullshit. I had to do some research, and there's a lot of people. That's illegal, but it's not illegal, and it's their system. So the money's there, and I gotta wait. So then I went for the second part, and I just doubled the price. I want $100 for this task, but they haven't got back to me. So maybe I scared them away. Yeah. So then, just today, or yesterday, I got another. So I had this. I'll teach you how to make beats, and someone's like, "Yeah, can you teach my son, my musical son?" I'm like, "Yeah, I could teach your musical son." But I didn't want to do it on Fiverr. So like, I got my own website, and so they signed up off of Fiverr, and I sent them my PayPal thing, but they haven't paid yet. So I don't know. Maybe in the morning, cha-ching. All right, maybe because you're not supposed to go off the platform, and I understand that. But I don't want to have my money frozen in there for 19 months. Plus, they take $10 off the top. Yeah, but yeah, man, this stuff, uh, it's scary. Like working at teaching, like working a 9 to 5, right? If you show up, do your job, at the end of the month or whenever, you're going to get a paycheck. It's pretty steady. This thing right here, it can go up, it can go down. Like I lost the monetization on my channel. Now imagine if my house mortgage or my car or something significant was coming from that, and I wake up one morning, oh, we decided that we're no longer going to let you get money from the videos because we found that you violated our policy even though we didn't tell you what the policy was. Like how can I violate something that I ain't? But yeah. So this is scary. Like you really need a backup plan. You need multiple income sources. So that's why I was saying before I should quit my job, and then people out there were saying, no, you shouldn't. You should make sure you could. But it's a crazy thing because if I had more time, then I could do this more, and I could really focus. Right now, this shit's heavy, and when I be carrying it, I'll carry it to work. I carry it back. My back be hurting because I got my laptop, I got this, and I got some other wires and shit. But I get on the train, I turn it on, I get off the train, switch trains, turn it back on, then I get off the train, come back home, get like 5 minutes, 5 minutes. But if I can have like a good morning session from 7 to 11 where I'm just, my skill should increase. Or if I could come home from one job and then spend the rest until I fall asleep. But right now, it's like if I don't go to bed now, yeah, if I don't go to bed soon, it's gonna be harder for me to wake up in the morning. Cause now it's cold. Who wants to get out the bed when it's cold? Plus, I'm still doing my exercises every other day. Haven't missed it yet. Getting close though. I'll be waking up a little late, and it's like shit. And I get down there. I don't be exercising like that, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah. I'm kind of nervous because I flipped the phone so I can't see myself. So I don't know if it's recording. I've been talking for a minute, so if it isn't recording, usually when that happens, because that happens sometimes, I just don't have it to do it again. It's like I'm done. It wasn't meant to be. So let me just end this quickly. All right, 6:05. Let me see what anything else. Anything. I emailed my brother the other day. I don't talk to my brother often. I think the last time we spoke might have been on birthdays. His birthday's in April. So that's the last time we spoke. Happy birthday. Thank you. But the other day I was just like, you know what? He's my brother. So I and it's different. It's interesting because I never felt that way before. I mean, he's my blood brother. But I just whatever. Like here's the thing with me. I don't really need anything from anyone. Like people always hit me up like, "Hey man, how you doing? You good? Oh yeah, da da da." And then ask, "So can you do this for me? Can you da 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 da?" And I'm always waiting for what they want, because as I said, I'm usually by myself. I wake up, go to work, da 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 da. I don't really hear from people. But when I get that message or a phone call or a text, I'm expecting them to want something. I have never, very rarely do I get a, "Hey Matt, what's up? Just checking on you. I don't need anything. Just want to know if you're okay." That is rare. Yeah. So I don't do that to other people. I never would email someone on some, "I'm bored, so I was just seeing what you're doing." Like I'm never bored. Well, I am bored, but I would never bored email someone. That's weird. But people do that to me. "So what are you doing?" "Nothing." "Oh, I'm bored. You want to hang out?" "Nah, I'm good." Because one, I live 2 hours from most people. I live on I don't live in Tokyo. I live 2 hours from Tokyo. So unless they're coming out here, which they never do, or I just hop on the train and go out there, which I'm not leaving my house, whatever. So, so I emailed my brother, just telling him what's up. I started my online course. I'm still Matthew. Hope you're good. And then I hate how internet the thing. So I see that it's seen, and I'm expecting a response, but time goes on. I think it was a day, 2 days later, I get a, "Hey, what's up, brother? I'm doing good. It's good to hear from you." And we'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, life is short. You gotta let things go and move forward. But at the same time, I've been really thinking about this. Like, some people are not meant to be in your life all the time. They come and go. Some people are there when you need them. Some people are holding you back. So there's a lot of people who I sent an email, or we were working together, and I'm still waiting for them to get back to me, and they haven't. And I sometimes find myself like, how can I become this how can I become this great producer if the artist that I'm working with can't even respond back to a text? But then a part of me is like, well, then they were never meant to be in your camp. You're not meant to work together, because if they're doing it here, how can you trust that when it's bigger stakes, that they're going to be able to come follow through? So it's like it's a blessing in disguise, a blessing. So the whole YouTube thing, blessing. Now it's telling me, get off your ass and make some moves. You know, make some moves. Like if I sold one CD or one tape or well, let's say a CD, right? That is more than I make in a month from YouTube. Like that's how it goes. So all I gotta do is sell more CDs instead of. But I'm a terrible salesman, man. I just because I hate when people try to sell me shit. I'm sliding, slipping, sliding, and I get these ads popping up. I'm like, okay, okay, how much? Oh, really? Nah. But yeah, but yeah, that's my rant, man. I was gonna do this live, but I just want to just jump on here and talk some shit and stuff. Um, as I said, some things are coming out. I'm pretty excited. You'll probably be excited. Um, if you haven't already, if you're interested in making beats, come join my class. If you want to be on my Patreon, which I don't even know what this is, man, I'm on there. I post. The X Files is on. I started doing the X Files on Patreon, mostly because I don't want the people to see what I'm. I don't want because it's in real time, you know. So I don't want them to know what's going on like that. So it's exclusively over there. But yeah. Um, that's about it. That's about it. That's about it. Yeah, I think so. All right, so I'm not even going to edit this. It's going to be straight through. You're going to see me getting up and turning off the camera because that's just how we're doing it. And um, that's about it. All right, peace. Thank you for watching my rant.